Well, folks, last night I did get a lead. Sounded like that guy I went after an hour before legal was up last night. Kicked off way back there, so I've got a vicinity, at least on him. And then another one over here. So I'm going to start trying to creep back. But right now I've got two that have cracked off on the private land. All this public land, and I find myself in the corner of the public again. Sounds like there's more than one on the private. Well, there's definitely two. Sounds like there might be a third. Boy, I wish I could pinpoint those bad boys a little better. It's also very disheartening when it's 4:30 and the sky's already getting light. It's not 4:30 now, it's almost 5 o'clock. But at 4:30, the sky's blue in the background. You feel like you're behind the power curve at 4:30 in the morning. That's discouraging. But I got a vicinity on this guy over here. I don't want to get too close to him, because I don't know exactly where he's at. So I'm not going to get way up in there. I'd like to get him to start to gobble. I think my bird has finally started. I'd like to be on his east side with the sun rising at my back and be on his level. There he is.
That bird had gobbled a couple times, and another hunter approached, but I was between him and the bird. He saw me and then left, which is really good hunter etiquette on public land. Eventually that bird ghosted me, and so I head off in the direction toward the private land that I hear at least two on.
I have definitely taken the long way to get here, and I'm getting close to being butted up to the private. I can hear hens. I went back to the car, figure I need to drop off my snivel gear that I've taken off. They're in a series of drainages over here that all intersect down into one on the public. Are they going that way? I got no idea. I figured, shoot, I can drive over there if I already come in here to drop off the junk I took off. But it was actually quite frosty. I just put this out on the hood this morning. So we're already feeling defeated for the day. But we do got a gobbler way out there, which is probably where that group went to. So hopefully I can close some ground and they gobble enough for me to not just run into them. Out this way, the public land opens up a little bit, goes further in. So kind of an L-shaped border here. I just heard a hen, or maybe somebody calling. Oh, I almost messed up bad. This log is got frost on it. It's kind of slick. Ooh, that could have been ugly. Just sitting here, not paying attention. Right now, I would like to get a bit closer to him.
I bumped into these two hens, but they are not part of that group.
It's only taken me about a mile to get in here. A little more than that with the going back for the camera part. Well,
I left this on the ground when I was shedding layers.
look at this. I'm so glad I made myself retrace my steps. As if the first time's not bad enough. Yeah, that's a way to shoot yourself in the foot. There's definitely some hen talk. Possibly right over this. be the same situation as yesterday, where there's a handful of gobblers, jakes, and hens all together. Try to take a stealthy path up this bad boy.
I'm creeping up really slow. We're fast forwarding through right here, using this down tree as some camo to sneak up to this ridge top.
I think that tree's gonna have to do it for now. I see him. Get him on the gun cam a little bit, maybe.
You can see him way back there, moving right to left.
I thought that by taunting one of the hens, I could get him maybe to come over. They went over the back of the hill, but there's no trees that way. Just another 50 yards or so past them. So they went over, but I think they're going to be on the back of this. So I got to try to get down and over and maybe get ahead of them. Because there's no trees back that way. They're all on the back side of this hill. And if they're gonna stay shady, oh my gosh, how in the heck do I get? It gets steeper the further down you go. Holy crap! How the heck am I getting over there?
Eventually I find my way across and I'm in hot pursuit. Or so I thought.
Well, they gave me the slip pretty darn easy. I thought they were going to hook. Looked like they went over the back of that little ridge, took a right. So I came up and around in that direction thinking I'm going to cut them off. Well, I didn't see nothing. Got all the way back to the spot where they went over the ridge. And I heard a faint gobble. So I kept going to my right. Doesn't look right over there. So now I've talked myself into they must have gone straight back. That gobble was awful faint. They must have covered a lot of ground. But the wind direction's coming from my right. So my thought was, if it was coming from my right, I would have heard it much better. So talk myself into they're back here. Plus back here has trees. Going down into the draw over there does not. I was over here, I went way back over here to find a place to take a nap, set up decoys, make a nice little setup. And I just heard two gobbles from way toward where pretty much I kind of just came from. You couldn't have done that when I was over there already? I'm exhausted. I had already just changed my mind into thinking about, yeah, get some Z's. Well, here we go again. Grasping at straws, but pretty sure it was from this direction. I've moved a pretty good ways, and I heard him again. It's definitely not a figment of my imagination. He's definitely somewhere on the other side of the world in this. By the time I get to the crest of this hill, he might not be that far out there. Seems to kind of be on the public-private boundary. Straight out that way. He's a whole lot closer. That's the second time he's answered me.
I'm catching glimpses of him through the trees. Finally, he heads down into the draw. I can tell he's down low from his quiet gobble. He's close, but down in that ravine.
He's probably back there strutting around.
I can see him coming up out of the draw on my right, but I can't move my gun yet until he gets behind a big tree. That's my chance. And he turned left instead of right, and now he's further away. Now these are calls of desperation.
When he came through here, I thought it was a done deal. This log is totally in range. And when he went behind that junk and was back there about 70 yards, I gave him a little call. I figured he was going to come in and either come up to the log, go around the left side, or pop out on the right. So I'm just eyeball scanning that log. And the next time he gobbled, he was further to the right. I hit him with the box call again, and he was back on the other side. He's been quiet for probably 15 minutes now. I've hit the box call twice. Mouth call once. Box call twice, yet and said a thing. I don't know what the heck happened there. Well, I had a hen come by. Did not get her on camera because she wasn't there very long. And then a bit later, 3 guys showed up with a tail fan decoy. And they were out trying to get one of the fellas his first turkey on his first hunt. First hunt ever. So since I had already decided to head home today instead of tomorrow, and I was only going to hunt over there a couple hours this morning, it was the perfect opportunity to pass off the spot. I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to have to come back, give it another go. So that's it for Nebraska for now. That's it for really any hunting for right now. Take a little hiatus from that, got something else to do. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, get that subscriber count going back up. We're back at Blaze. We're gonna unload, pack up just a little bit, and hit the road.
Thanks for watching.